Good afternoon, everybody. I'm abroad. Good afternoon again. Happy weekend. And I welcome us all again to this wonderful and fantastic program, Speak to the Counselor. You're welcome again this weekend. Hope you all had a nice day at a various place of work. Thank you and welcome back again. This is to bring to our notice that Speak to the Counselor program can also be watched on YouTube. Our YouTube channel is at Ozana Oluwarinu. The Ozana and the Oluwarinu doesn't have a space. It's at Ozana Oluwarinu. You write it up together. That is our YouTube channel. You can subscribe to it at all time. Not take much of our time as well. Although that this is a period between 3 to 3:30. Sometimes it's not to 3:30. But just to enlighten us and bring to our notice, or let me say to open our eyes. This program is an eye-opener to some things we feel we don't understand or we feel it is difficult. Today again we're going to social personal counseling. Why I am hammering this social personal counseling is because this is about ourselves and our society. Everything about us, be it from the, let me say, we call it from the world to the local, from the local to any state, info to the whole world, internationally. So that is what social personal counseling deals with. And today's topic is very, very fantastic and interesting. Social personal counseling is a counseling that helps individuals cope with their personal life and the social environment, be their attitude, their emotions, psychological way, and every other. That's social personal counseling. Today's topic is emotional intelligence and regulation. Emotional intelligence and regulation. What is emotional intelligence to you? You feel that does it have any meaning? Emotional intelligence and regulation. What does it have? What is the meaning? Last week, remember, we it was brought to us a topic, a fantastic topic. Today again, a fantastic topic. You can see this thing is in each other with our daily life and our daily activities. We come across anything emotional. So emotional intelligence and regulation. What is emotional intelligence? Emotional intelligence refers to the ability to recognize and understand emotions in oneself and others. Let me come again. Emotional intelligence refers to the ability to recognize and understand emotions in oneself and others, and to use this awareness to guide through our behaviors. To use this awareness to guide ourselves through our thoughts and behaviors. Emotional intelligence refers to the ability to recognize and understand emotions in oneself and others, and to use this awareness to guide through our thoughts and behaviors. That is emotional intelligence. Now, under this emotional intelligence, we have component of emotional intelligence. Number one is self-awareness. People, we started this program together. We are supposed to sit back while listening to this program to see that this self-awareness has been coming. Yes. People will ask me questions. In fact, I found myself in a gathering this week, and someone was asking me a question, and I told the person, do you know who you are? That is self-awareness. The person was like, yes, I am this. I said, no. Do you know who you are? Self-awareness is recognizing and understanding one's own emotions and how they impact our behaviors. Self-awareness is recognizing and understanding one's own emotions and how they impact your behavior. That is self-awareness. That is number one component of what emotional intelligence. Some people will tell you who you are. They'll tell you, I am this. No. Who they are. They need to go and recognize themselves. And they need to understand themselves, their emotions, and how they impact their behaviors. When you recognize yourself, then you understand who you are. Okay, this is me. And I need to understand who I am. So my emotional behaviors, the way they impact my behavior, they impact my life. Does my emotion influence or impact positive things to my behavior? Does my emotions impart bad things to my behaviors? How does this emotion affect me? That is number one component of emotional intelligence, self-awareness. The second one is self-regulation. Self-regulation is controlling and managing one's own emotion. So that is self-regulation is controlling and managing one's own emotions and impulse. Some people cannot even manage their emotions. There was a time I found myself in a particular thing like that. So I was downcasted. But I had to play along, because the person in charge of, let me say, it's like a training, told me, calm down. She's like, you are not even remorseful. It's not showing all over your face. Said, will I allow my emotions to spoil the whole thing people are doing today? No. So you need to regulate your emotion. You need to control and manage it. I had to manage and control down my emotions and my impulse that day. Because on a normal day, if you find yourself in an emotional situation, some people cry. You see them shedding tears, and in which they need to manage it. It's also some people they don't know how to control their emotions. It's always to be all over their face. Tears will start coming out of their eyes. There was a time I encountered a lady. She has this relationship issue. She and let me say a guy or a man outside or publicly. Maybe they as people will say now, they serve themselves breakfast. So the girl could not control her emotions outside. She was shedding tears, and the bus stop for that matter, where different kind of people. So the tears got my attention. I was like, Uncle, answer your babe now. We are outside now. You people should carry yourself inside and go and sort anything you want to sort. Bus station is not meant for you people to bring emotions there. What is going on? He now said I should not mind her. She wants to behave like a child, like a kid. So even the kid self does not have to cry outside if there is no problem. So people should solve your problem inside. Immediately I approach them. Other ladies too, like, Uncle, go and answer this your sister now. Even if she's your babe, go and answer her. That is, she could not control her emotions and she could not manage it. So the second component of the emotional intelligence is what? Self-regulation. The third part is motivation. That is, using emotions to drive motivation and achieve goals. We need this. You need to motivate one another. Some people, if they want to motivate you, they will motivate you aggressively. It is an hell no. They're like, if I not motivate her aggressively, if I not motivate him aggressively, they are not going to bring out. No. Rather, you are adding to that their emotional injury. You are adding to that, emotional intelligence is EI. Emotional injury too is EI. You are adding to it. Because to them, it's like you are insulting them. That is it. So when you motivate them, using emotions to drive motivation and achieve goals, you need to. Okay, there was a time someone was asking me two different kind of questions. Two questions in one question. It is two questions in one question. Emotion and profession. On. Emotion and profession. I was not smiling within me that there's a way you take your emotions away from your profession. Emotion is different from profession. This is my profession. If I want to show my emotions, I will not show it here. Even if I'm showing it to my emotion, I won't allow it to affect my profession. Because I want to bring out something positive, so as to impact people out there positively. The third point is empathy. You see, this empathy, I don't tell people in this society we find ourselves. Some people, they don't empathize. They don't even show it. And you need it. Even people selling markets, you need to show it. Empathy is very, very necessary. What is empathy? Recognizing and understanding emotions in others. Recognizing and understanding emotions in others. I don't tell people put another person in your shoes. You need to, okay, like, let me use that of a customer, those of us selling goods out there. When your customer is asking you that, I paid for this goods and I'm not getting it, the best thing you could do is to show empathy. And empathy is one of the components of emotional intelligence. Show empathy. You need to recognize the person's emotions. You need to understand it. Not that you come and hard to it. Especially, let me say, in terms of relationship. When somebody is showing you or telling you what he or she's passing through, you need to empathize with that person. You need to, my dear, it's going to be well. Not that you have to, that is what they used to do. Especially in this, our society. I don't want to mention any tribe. But those out there, you understand. That is where they used to behave. And is it not those men? Is it not those girls of nowadays? Ladies of nowadays? No. It's not like that. We're missing it. Show empathy. That is, the person did not get what you expect that particular bit in relationship, in terms of business, in any areas, even at work. Maybe the person was downcasted or person was blasted for a particular thing in the office, or maybe the person needs to meet a target and the person is not meeting up with the target. We need to show empathy. And the first one is social skills. Social skills, applying emotional intelligence to interact and communicate effectively with others. Social skills, applying emotional intelligence to interact and communicate effectively with others. And this is very, very simple and straightforward. That is, we need to apply our emotional intelligence to just communicate and interact with people out there. Emotionally, if you are down, you don't need to bring it down to the society. There's a way you need to construct it. You need to just frame it. Lay the foundation of your emotions. That's how I call it emotional intelligence. That's how you say ability to recognize and understand your emotion in yourself and others, and to use them as where you use this awareness to guide your thoughts and your behavior. Now the next thing is importance of emotional regulation. We have been speaking about emotional intelligence. Now, what are the importance of emotional regulation? The number one point here is importance of emotional regulation. Emotional regulation is very, very critical. We need to regulate our emotions now. Some people, they will tell you, I have a friend that used to say she's emotionally disturbed. I told her, you need to regulate your emotions. So like, when it's not high blood pressure, I want to regulate it. When it's not low pressure, I want to regulate. I said, we regulate emotions, and there are tactics to regulate them. The number one point here I have is managing stress and anxiety. Managing stress and anxiety, that is, regulation of emotions, help to reduce stress and anxiety. Regulations or regulating emotions helps to reduce stress and anxiety. When you regulate your emotion, your stress and anxiety, you need to keep yourself calm. I've always been saying it. In anything you want to do, you need to be calm. Design you want to do it, you need to be calm. You need to be calm. You need to regulate your emotions. Your calmness will regulate it. You don't need to stress yourself or make yourself anxious over anything. No. You need to be calm. That is the importance of emotional regulation. That is number one key. The second point is improving relationship. I do talk about this. Relationship is not only when having intimate relationship. When meeting with people outside you, even within your comfort zone or outside your comfort zone, that is socially, that was why we call it social personal counseling. That is, we need to improve emotions. We need to improve our relationship. Emotional regulations help to communicate effectively and build stronger relationship. That is, emotional regulations helps to communicate effectively and build stronger relationship in your society, even within your own comfort zone, in your own self. Some people will tell you, I'm not just happy with myself. Why are you not happy with yourself? You say, I'm not just happy, I'm emotionally disturbed. But when you regulate it, you need to be. That is why, let me say, a trainer of mine, she said something that she started working, and she was emotionally disturbed. The intimate relationship she found herself about leading to marriage crashed, and it crashed maybe a week or 2 weeks to the wedding. The thing had to crash. The relationship crashed. She was supposed to be emotionally disturbed. The following day, she was in the office smiling. She said she was even eating. The people were telling her, what happened to you? She was eating excessively, taking Pepsi and Coke. People were not like, it's unusual of you. She said, that is life. Let me just eat and enjoy myself. And she did. She had to build stronger relationship with people. My boss, this person, how is it now? They started chatting with people, because she has to regulate her emotions so that to not get to her skull, to not get to her brain, to not turn her head upside down. The third point is making better decisions. Yes, some people don't even have decisions they want to take. They cannot stand on their decisions. Emotional regulations help to make more rational and informed decisions. That is making better decisions. Emotional regulations help to make more rational and informed decisions. When you regulate your emotions, when anxiousness and stress is out and all of this is out, and when you regulate it, in fact, you won't have anything like, did I make a good decision? Am I concluding to a good decision? No, but when you regulate it, you think better. Your mind will start bringing you positive thing, a growth mindset and a positive mindset. You start coming. This good thinking, this good imaginary picture will start coming. That is when you've regulated your emotions. The fourth one here, I say achieving goals. Emotional regulations help to stay motivated and focused on achieving goals. Emotional regulation helps to stay motivated. You'll be motivated when you've regulated. You're like, I need to achieve this. I need to do this. I need to do that. You will be at the peak of achieving great things when your emotions is regulated. Now, what are the strategies for emotional regulation? Number one is mindfulness. The strategies for emotional regulation. Mindfulness, that is practicing mindfulness techniques such as meditation and deep breathing. Deep breathing and mindfulness. You need to apply these techniques. You need to be mindful of anything you want to do, or anywhere you find yourself, or anything you find yourself doing. Mindfulness and deep breathing. The second one, I state is as self-monitoring. The first one, you need to meditate. Meditation and deep breathing. Now the second strategy is self-monitoring, recognizing and tracking emotions. That is, throughout the day, you need to just track yourself. You need to monitor yourself. That is, recognizing and tracking emotion throughout the day, by not telling someone that you're emotionally down, you're emotionally disturbed, you're emotionally this and that. No, you need to track your emotion throughout the day. Self-monitoring. Know that you're not allowed that emotions to weigh you down. No, you need to track your emotions. The third one is self-talk. The third strategy is what? Self-talk. Self-talk in the sense using positive talk to manage emotions. There was a time I told one of my clients that you need to do a self-talk. You need to speak out positively. Think positively. I will make it. I will achieve good things. I will excel. This thing I am laying my hands upon will prosper. I will succeed. Not that will it work. Doubting mind. Will it work? Oh, if it's not going to work, it should not work, darling. No. Self-talk. The fourth one is physical activities. That is, engaging in regular physical activities to reduce stress and anxiety. Physical activities. Engaging in regular physical activities to reduce stress and anxiety, like taking a walk early in the morning or even evening after you freshen up, taking fruits, take a walk around, or you do your normal exercise within your compound. so it reduces emotions. Now the fifth one here, I call it seeking support. Seeking support, building support, like building a support network like that of friends and family, then seeing a therapist, visiting the counselor. That is the fifth strategies of emotional regulation. That is seeking support. You need to speak out. That's why we are here. We do it. I used to tell everyone, tell a friend to speak to the counselor, share this program. So you need it. You need to seek support. What are the benefits of emotional intelligence and regulation? Emotional intelligence and regulation, the benefits are: number one, improved mental health. There will be an improvement in your mental health. You even think well. Even while in the meeting, whenever they ask you to talk, the way you address them, people will be impressed. Because your mental health is okay, it's balanced. You're not emotionally downcasted. That is the importance, a benefit of emotional intelligence and the regulation. The second one here is better relationship. Emotional intelligence and regulation can help you build stronger and more meaningful relationship in your society and even an intimate relationship. The third one is increased productivity. The benefit of emotional intelligence and regulation is its increased productivity. That is, emotional intelligence and regulation can help you improve in focusing your motivations and productivity. They will tell you he or she has produced well, it's good, it's this, it's that. Improve productivity. And lastly, enhanced well-being. Emotional intelligence and regulation can help improve overall well-being and life satisfaction. Emotional intelligence and regulation can help you to improve overall well-being and life satisfaction. In fact, it will be very, very fantastic. You will feel better when your emotional intelligence and regulation is at ease. Things to add to it, additional tips are: take enough sleep. When you're emotionally downcasted, I used to tell people a practical thing of it: look for a cold water and drink. So people like, what are you trying to say? I said, I've done this, I've put this in practical. And for a trainer of mine, I told her to take water when she was emotionally disturbed. I told her, young woman, take water, and she took a very cold water for that matter. She's not used to it. I said, take water. Even most of my clients, when they call and then take water, or when they call, do you have cold water? Can you get the cold water? I said, take it. Can you get an ordinary water there that is not cold? Take it. A bottled water, a sachet water, take it. Drink it. When you drink it, there will be a deep breathing. Now, what is the problem? The person like, oh, after all this thing I have put, is it not good that you're okay now? What if you are downcasted emotionally and you wake coming? You dash your feet against a stone and you fall. What do you think? You just stand? Some people will stand up. Do you think they will stand up easily like that? No, because the things that are supposed to take you, that are supposed to uphold you, is weak that particular time. And for you to be strong, you need to just take, whenever you find yourself in this emotional stuff, just look for water and drink. When you are finally relaxed, then you can speak to the counselor or a therapist. Then you take a deep breath, you meditate, you relax your brain, your mind, and every other thing. In fact, I used to tell people, take a sleep. You sleep, come, because while yarning, you might fall asleep. You may even be fast asleep. So therefore, my people, it's very, very important to regulate your emotions. Emotional intelligence and emotional regulation. These are very, very important. With this topic and last week's topic, we are going to relate it together, because we need to erase stress and anxiety. This emotional intelligence is very, very important. So therefore, lastly, do not hide your feelings or what you're facing through. Do not hide or keep it away from the counselor or a talk therapist. So therefore, tell a friend to tell a friend to tell a friend to tell a friend to speak to the counselor. Good afternoon once again. Do have a lovely weekend. See you next week. I love you all.